and also do honor to their majesties, Titus and Ellis, King and Queen of the West. Also welcome into the court of Alfar and Latitia, the Princess of Sonopla, Eleanor. Your Highness, the chatelaine of the Principality of Mist begs audience. Oh, yes. You have the leave of the Prince and Princess to be seated and comfortable.
Bring us your success.
Well. Jocelyn, are you willing and able to undertake the duties and responsibilities of chatelaine Principality of Mist? Let the office pass.
3 cheers for the incoming and outgoing chatelaine of the Mist. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
And here is your closing, okay? And in advance on your foot. So that you can perform your honors. Thank you.
The autocrat, Ghislaine de Auxerre, has an announcement.
As a side note, Auxerre. Only because I'm that vain. Your Highnesses, Your Majesties. My lords and ladies, thank you very much for attending the event today. It's a gorgeous day finally, apart from the great rainstorm we had yesterday. A couple of little notes for today. One, very, very importantly, I was just notified, if you are parked up the hill a little bit in front of residences, in front of houses, you will be ticketed. We do have space across the street in the Safeway parking lot. So if you are parked up here, I already know that a couple of people have already gotten ticketed, whether or not they're ours or somebody else's. They need to get moved. Just be aware of that. Second, only water is allowed in this hall. The rest of the hall is actually a wet site. So, yay you, okay? Drinks and food out there, only water in here, please, and that will be strictly enforced. Also, for the feast this evening, open flames are allowed. So, and that is it.
The prince calls now before him the Oberst of the Lance and his prince's lance.
There's no ceremony for this. Only my heartfelt appreciation for everything that all of you have done for me. You've led the Raven Company beside me in this Sonopla war. Miles, you're my brother. You've been there every step of the way beside me. Abel, my favorite gender. You're a hell of a man with a spear. And for all of your service and everything else, like I said, all I can give you is my heart. So thank you. Please stand up.
For the outgoing lance and oberst of the lance. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Your Highness, the Bard of the Mist requests audience.
Come forward.
It has come to that point where this is my last performance for you both as your bard. I do wish the boon to make a presentation and a performance. But please also may I say that I have followed in the footsteps of many, many great bards. And during my tenure, even if I was not the most prolific, or if my quality was not the most superb, please believe me, I was always very earnest in my duties and devotion to the honor of the office, and the principality. Thank you.
A year it has been, a year I have seen, and consider myself duly chagrined. I have seen through new eyes places and lives that I had taken for granted or cast to the wind. The bard entertains, we see this time and again, through laughter, cheers, and applaud. Bards also inspire, setting passion afire, for love, or kingdom, or God. And sometimes we hide our words deep inside, a tale that touches one's honor and soul. History, eulogy, conscience, and epiphany. To know your thoughts and give them life is our goal. Your bard is now done, her words spoken and gone, to the hearts of those who would hear. But her successors arrive, and with joy he will strive, to inspire and entertain with voice clear. I would ask one last boon, if it would please you to have done, before I depart to tend from my duties this day. With solemnity I ask, this most serious of tasks, please, may I go outside to play?
Bring your successor.
Let the members of the Order of the Golden Branch come forward to witness the investiture of my successor. Your Highness, a year ago, I was chosen and invested as Bard of the Mists. My year of service is now at an end, and I have chosen a successor, well, we all have, whom I feel is worthy. I would present him to you that he may be invested as the new Bard of the Mists.
Bring him forward. Forth so that all may know.
Your Highness, I am the one whom Ghislaine has chosen to be her successor. Am I
Your
acceptable to your Highnesses?
Okay, you're taking my lines again.
Have you instructed Master Frederick in the duties and responsibilities of Bard of the Mist?
Well, fortunately, Your Highness, he actually was pre-trained. He's actually much easier on the learning. Yes.
We release you from the oath of fealty which you made for your office. Are you now ready to take on the duties and responsibilities of Bard of the Mist?
I am, Your Highness.
Then kneel before us and place your hands in ours.
Do you, Frederick, now swear that you will faithfully perform the duties of the Bard of the Mist, that you will keep the bardic history of this principality, that you will be ever ready to use your skills to promote the bardic arts, that you will put yourself under the gaze of the Bard of the Mists as set forth in law, and then, when your year of service as Bard is accomplished, you will present your successor to be invested in your place to the Prince and Princess?
Yes, I will.
Then do we, Alfar, Prince of the Mist, acknowledge you as Bard of the Mist, and for our part, swear fealty, swear to uphold your rights and privileges under custom and law, that we do protect you from any who would seek to silence your voice.
Do you now swear fealty to Alfar and Latitia, your undoubted Prince and Princess, and do you swear that you will obey their lawful commands in all matters that concern the principality, faithfully discharge the duties of your offices, uphold the coronet and laws of the mists, and mindful that the harmony of the principality springs from your deeds, that you will treat all with courtesy until the Prince and Princess depart from their throne, death take you, or the world end?
In my office, I so swear.
And we, for our part, do swear fealty to this Bard of the Mist, and do swear to him that we will support his office and will protect and defend him with all of our power until we depart from our throne, death take us, or the world end. So say we, Alfar, Prince of the Mist.
So also say we, Latitia, Princess of the Mist.
These are the symbols of the Bard of the Mist. May you wear them with honor and bring honor to your office.
For Frederick, Bard of the Mist, hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
First quarter sang. My lady, we hate to leave you with nothing in this time.
Yes.
Okay. Let the new Bard of the Mist be vested with the symbol of his or her new position. Oops, that was good, wasn't it?
It is written in law that those who have held the position of the Bard of the Mist shall, upon completion of their duties as Bard and the investiture of their successor, be themselves inducted into the Order of the Golden Branch. The purpose of this order being to assist the Bard in his duty and to promote the bardic arts throughout the principality. The members of this order shall be distinguished by the badge of the order, which is the golden branch hung with bells in the form of a pendant on a ribbon of 7 colors. For in olden times, the golden branch was a symbol of the highest achievement in the poetic arts, and only the highest bards were allowed to wear 7 colors in their garments.
I'm afraid, Your Highnesses, that I do not have the token at this point, but the token, there will be one made by my hand as well.
It will give us great pleasure to do so. Ghislaine, you have served us and our predecessors well as the Bard of the Mist. It pleases us greatly to invest you as a member of the Order of the Golden Branch.
For Ghislaine, newest member of the Order of the Golden Branch. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Your Highnesses, as your bard, I wish to make a presentation to you
Please.
and to address the populace.
Please.
Would you hold that for me? And, Your Highness, if you would allow the members of the Order of the Golden Branch to get up, that would probably be a good thing. Your Highness, I had it reported to me that when it was told you that I had one Bard of the Mists, you jumped up and down in glee and said, "Oh boy, I'm getting fleet," and then realized that, in fact, you were going to get me for maybe an hour. However, such enthusiasm, I feel, should be rewarded. I hope you think the same after you hear this song. I am now Bard of the Mists. We have been having a decay in the bardic arts in this principality. There have been fewer and fewer entries in the Bard of the Mists competitions, and at the same time, I know that the people of this principality are creative, because every time we hold ducal, we get tremendous turnout from both principalities at a certain competition. That is the left hand of the bard. It says filk. On the right hand of the bard, it says sonnets. If the left hand don't get you, the right hand will. It's my purpose to entertain and encourage everyone to do either filk or sonnets, that is to say, period work. In that vein, oh, Lord Alfar was the Mist Prince. He was a good friend of mine. He always wore that silly socks on top of his head, and I helped him hold the line. Yes, the mist has a mighty strong line. Joy to the mists. It always rhymes with mists. Joy to the gentle sitting under the tree. Joy to you and me. If I were the king of the west, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd give Alfar and Latitia all the joy in the world, and a nice bike Audi too. A shiny and a shiny hat too. Sing joy to the mists. It always rhymes with mists. Joy to the gentle sitting under the tree. Joy to you and me. You know Alfar likes the ladies. He likes to have his fun. But Tiffany's the one who holds the key to his heart. You know she is the one. His is only one. Sing it. Joy to the mist. It always rhymes with bliss. Joy to the gentle sitting under the tree. Joy to you and me. Joy to the mist. It always rhymes with bliss. Joy to the gentle sitting under the tree. Joy to you and me. And now, for Her Highness, a son. The lady dear, fair, slim, and delicate, shines our Latitia, Princess of the Mists, who with Prince Alfar oversees our state, her grace and wisdom balancing his fists, the brandish sword and spear in stout defense of this our native land, heart of the West. No choice of theirs is made at our expense, nor have they faltered as they faced each test. They come now to the end of their shared reign, and step aside to yield to their true heirs. It yet may hap that Alfar rules again. Latitia has no need to take more cares. She has no need to be a princess more, for now she has been ruler of all four.
For the Bard of the Mists, hip hip. Huzzah! 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 Will Brian of Glastonbury and Marguerite de Royne approach the thrones? Will someone let them in, please? Okay, moving on. Your Highness, the scribe of the Principality of the Mist begs audience. Constance, please come forward.
Do you have a successor?
I do, sir. And it is Johanna.
Let Johanna come forward. Since you have served our principality well, the Alfar. Johanna, are you willing and able to undertake the duties and responsibilities
I am,
described of the principality of the Mist?
I am, Your Highness.
And let the office pass.
We thank you for your service,
Just stop closing this thing.
and we thank you for your future service, and hope that you stay.
Three cheers for the incoming and outgoing scribe of the Mist. Hip hip. Hurrah! Hip hip. Hurrah! Hip hip. Will, Brian of Glastonbury, and Marguerite de Royne approach the thrones.
Brian, you served us as champion of the Mist with honor. But your time has come to rest from the service.
It's happening. You know, our successors will do an admirable job as well.
Marguerite, you have served as consort of the champion well, inspiring your champion to great heights of chivalry, but it is time to release you also from this service.
In their reign, their highnesses, Fabian and Roswitha, as Prince and Princess of the Mist, did create the Order of the Silver Ivy to honor those who had served as champion and consort of the Mists. The token of this honor shall be the champion's medallion with an ivy leaf cut out, and the consort's pendant of an ivy leaf that shall fit inside the medallion of the champion.
Brian, in recognition of your valor and skills on the field at the Coronet Tournament and your tenure as champion of the Mist, we wish to honor you with membership in the Order of the Silver Ivy. Wear this token on behalf of all participants in the Coronet list who fought with honor and chivalry, for it is by the effort of all that honor is served.
Marguerite, with your grace and beauty, you inspired your champion to gain the honor of champion of the Mists, and then served as champion's consort during our reign. We would honor you with membership in the Order of the Silver Ivy. Wear this token of your position and continue to be the inspiration to your Lord and to the Principality. And I just want to add that these awards are from His Excellency Leotolf. They were made by Master Hirsch for him and for Coleman. He wanted to give them to you.
For the newest members of the Order of the Silver Ivy, hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Let Martin of Ribbonstar come now before their highnesses. In the year 1191, en route to the Battle of Jaffa, on a field bloodied with the hopes and dreams of Crusaders and Saracens alike, did a great king perform a great deed. Salah al-Din Yusuf bin Ayyub, also known as Saladin, did observe King Richard of England's horse slain beneath him. Out of respect for his honorable foe, rather than press his advantage, Saladin sent to Richard a charger from his own stable. Inspired by the chivalrous and charitable deed in the reign of Demetrian Yemena, it was decided to create the Order of Jaffa, to be given to those who simultaneously displayed the height of puissance and courtesy on the field of war. The token of the order is a braid of white, blue, and green for the colors of the principality, dependent from the braid, a single link of a chain for chivalry, and a rose for courtesy.
You will come to us well recommended for this award, so congratulations. I'm honored to give it to you.
This is actually one of the few other left-handers in the West Kingdom. And every time I've met Martin, he's always told me after I'm done fighting, only the best for me. And he's always given his best in every aspect of everything I've seen of him. And you're well deserved.
For Martin, newest companion of the Order of Jaffa. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! At this time, their Highnesses, Alfar and Latitia, wish to reaffirm the AOA Award of Arms for Tiberius Adams and the Corolla Vitae for Art McCallum. Now it's official again. We have announcements. Will the ANS minister come forward?
Well, I hope you brought your lamps, your torches, and your lights with you because we have an ANS competition today on lighting. If you have anything to present in the competition, please bring it to the table in the dining hall under the pass-through window where you will see the sign-up sheet. And do that around 1 o'clock, and I hope to see something there. Additionally, I have a silver spoon. I'm going to be running the silver spoon competition as well. So around 1 o'clock, if anyone has anything to enter into the silver spoon, please take it to the same table under the pass-through window in the dining hall, and there's a sign-up sheet for silver spoon there. In each case, you need to fill out 3 judging forms as well as the sign-up sheet. Also, I need judges. Requests went out from both the silver spoon minister and myself. So if anyone is willing to judge either ANS or the cooking competition, please see me after court. Thank you.
There are 12th night tickets being sold here today by Aeronaut. Is she here? There she is. Please see Aeronaut after court. There will be a Salutaris Nebularum dance competition during the banner bearers, during the banner bearer tournament, directly after investiture court. And I'm sorry, I've forgotten the dance competition's Crystal here. Remind me, Crystal? The title of the dance is?
Villanella.
Villanella.
And then I'll be right back here on the tournament.
It will both be taught, and then the competition will be held directly after the class. The Constable of the West, Sven Godfridsson, has words.
Your Highnesses, I thank you for granting me time in your court so that I might take care of a little bit of West Kingdom business. But before that, I would very much like to bring your new constable up for just a moment, if I might. Please. Nora, would you please join me and may I address your populace? I would like to apologize first to the Principality of the Mist for not making coronet, but this young lady stepped up as your constable. And She's taken on the mantle for 2 years, and while she is very, very brave, and she is very well capable of handling the position, she is also one of those kind of people that will take the whole load upon herself and ask no one for help. So I would ask that all of you take some time, help this lady out at gate, because she too must find the privy at times. So anyway, I would ask that you all please support her in every way that you can, because she is the most lovely lady and a real trooper. Thank you. Now on to a little bit of West Kingdom business. First of all, thank you all for, this is the first missed event that I have made it so far, and I apologize I haven't been with you more often. I'm sure a lot of you have heard my Give Me 2 Hours and I'll Give You an Event campaign that I have been putting on. This is, give me 2 hours at gate. Sit my box for 2 hours, and then everybody else gets to play. Because we often get people like Allie who end up sitting at the gate for hours and hours at a time. Now at one time, there was requirements that a lot of people were kind of shy about. And that was the fact that you had to be a member and you had to be a rostered box constable, where you had to submit your information and get a warrant as an exchequer. Those requirements have now gone the way of the dodo bird. Now all that we ask is that you be a card-carrying member, and please remember that this society is built on honor and chivalry. So no longer are there constraints of people being able to step up to the plate and say, I will be glad to help. If you come up and say that you will help, we promise as our senior constables that we will make sure that there is somebody to sit that box in 2 hours after you have sat down. That's our promise to you. So if you will give us 2 hours, we promise we won't take very much of your event time. So this is all I ask. And that is all I have.
We choose for the constables and the volunteers who make events possible. Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip hip! Hurrah! Your Highness, the page school minister, the principality, begs audience. Will Rhys Gethin come now before His Highness? Is he not here?
I haven't seen him.
I thought he was outside. We thought, I apologize, we thought that Rhys was here, but his predecessor is, so we may think we'll have. Okay, we'll take this up under the next court. Oh, there's one more announcement. Duke Frederick is selling Boar's Hunt tickets. All right. What's the date, Your Grace?
December 12th. There's only 5 left
5 tickets left for Boar's Hunt on December 12th. Please see him directly after.
for the feast.
For the feast.
And there's pork
The
inside
event is not sold out. It can't be.
Because we love dessert with pork.
Her Highness Latitia calls the following gentles before her. Eleanor of Primrose, Snarry, Linda of the Lakeland, Liliana Fraser, Moira Ramsey, Rafna Ogilsdottir, Megan McAllister,
shine and they glow. So if you really want to see what that is, you can actually see. Except for Moira, who can have one of these anytime she wants. So I have a special gift for Moira. And that is, she likes wool. So this is wool that I spun and applied just for you. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you very much for all of your help.
Her Highness's leave to depart. Let the following persons come before Her Highness. Francesca von Hess, Ark McCauley, Cara Baker's daughter, Eric's daughter, my apologies, Tiffany, Lucia DeTara, Amanda, Nara Badabram, Tango Silver, Morgan Gilliland, George Rose, Leon von Schrecken, Victoria Greenwood. I apologize profusely if I slaughtered your name.
It was done in good cause.
Her Highness Latitia does wish to formally thank these persons here assembled for all the assistance they have given her during her reign and to admit them into the order of the princess's favor. As a token of her esteem and thanks, she does give unto you this token so that all might recognize that duty and service have their reward.
Well, we have come to the end of the road here, and I've got to say that you guys have been absolutely magnificent. Mrs. Theodora, you have been with me at my tent and everything else, and we've not let you carry you anywhere. I do really appreciate it.
Good job.
Amanda. But thank you very much for all the service that you've given us. It's been wonderful. Tiffany, you've had probably the hardest job on this. It is not easy being the princess girlfriend and having somebody else sit next to him. And you have been absolutely wonderful. I really love everything that you've done for me. And because it is so special, I want you to have this also. What is this?
I could not ask for a better personality for Alfar. You are a beautiful woman, and I adore you. And thank you.
You're going to make me cry.
I'm kidding. I love you.
Sorry, you have fed me well, and I really love all of this. And I got this. It's from Martha, and I don't want you to have a You've been wonderful. When we hit the other day, I'm sorry because one of the best times of this whole reign, if I can get one of these, was driving up to Sonata Coronet with you. I had a wonderful time. Plus, you have been very, very helpful all through the reign, so thank you very much. Victoria, you are special. And you really are. Okay, you've been helpful and you've been wonderful things. And then for Francesca and for Leon, I couldn't have done this without you. Your good sense has kept me going. Your organization has been absolutely amazing. And because you have served me so well, I do command that both of you go into the town and find a trader named Joseph and pick your reward from his fine wines and ales and precious and costly spices. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everything. Thank you very much. You guys have been absolutely amazing.
Long live the Princess of the Mists!
Long live the Princess of the Mist!
For the recipients of the Princess's favor, hip hip,
Huzzah!
hip hip.
Is the equestrian champion Zenaida here? Will the banner bearer, Egil Utherson, present himself now before His Highness?
Ginger.
You stood by our side in war and guardian of our symbol upon the field. You have fought valiantly, you have made us proud. However, the time has come for you to return the regalia.
Hold the banner up, let's see the damage. How do we know we used it?
It's pretty filthy, and there's a big tear in it.
It's got a little bit of black on it.
Now, if you look right here closely, there's a sewing job done, because this thing was ripped in half the first time he used it.
Killing Kaidans.
Good use. And I'm sorry, I got in all consciousness, this isn't mine. It's yours.
We thank you for your service to our Lord and to the principality.
For Egil, outgoing banner bearer, hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Will the equestrian champion of the Mist come forward now?
So thank you very much for your service. You have served us well, and we do want to make sure that even though you no longer serve us, we can afford to live.
Woohoo! And feed the horses?
And feed the horses.
Very good. Oh, and more. Ooh, and horse food fodder. Oh, cool. Appreciate that. All right, thank you.
Three cheers for the outgoing equestrian champion. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Princess Latitia does now call before her guard and the captain of her guard.
Yeah, I was completely untouched. I was just trapped in the weeds for an hour.
He was, Elf was in a car wreck on the way here. And thankfully he is okay.
Yes.
You guys have been an absolutely wonderful guard. I cannot thank you enough. The things you've done for me have been absolutely amazing. I love my trophy. I have to say that that is one of the finest things that anybody's ever done for me. And I meant to bring it to show the principality tonight, I forgot. Everybody has done amazing stuff. So I really, really, really thank you. And I need to release you.
Your Highness, to be your guard or anyone's guard is an honor, a privilege, and a duty. We have fought, we have sang, danced, cooked, done wonderful things, but mostly we've been on the side. Some of us are going to go on to other guards. Some of us are going to return to our usual duties. Some of us are going to go on some really great adventures. But none of us will forget being your summer guard.
Thank you.
It's the last time we'll meet you.
Counselor,
I think he's downstairs.
Your Grace?
Oh, yes.
Your Highness.
Okay.
As I was
You
I
really
was
need to
ready.
be up here with us. You are your counselor, and I really thank you for the way you
I say something? Sure. I formed the Western Spartans, and I have a way of doing things that was very Spartan. But the unfortunate reality of being a Spartan is there's a lot of ways to be Spartan, and if you don't perform them all, you stop being a Spartan. There's no way back. It's not a very generous way to be. And it permeated my personality quite a bit, and it's not the best side of me, I've decided. But these fine gentlemen actually educated their Knights Counselor tremendously with their generosity of spirit, and what I learned is we're all going to give in a different way. It isn't going to be simply martial or simply regimented. When you regiment something, you'll limit the possibilities. And it was very humbling during this experience because I've not been counselor very often. I've often been champion crushing guys with a sword. And I saw some different things. I saw some arts, I saw some sciences. I certainly fought and bled and sweat with these boys. We brought treasures to Her Highness in bountiful pleasure amounts. But most importantly, I had a tremendous learning, and I thank all of you for your time spent talking to me and listening to me about what it was to be a knight and develop yourself in service of Her Highness.
Yes.
I have a whole scroll. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Thank you very, very, very much. And thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And I really hate to have to be the one to do this. I don't have to do this. It's been an honor to me to have all of you serve me. And I do have one more command for you. And that is, there is a tavern in the town under the sign of the Star and the Buck. And I do command that you all go and ask them how they've been reformed. And I also have
Did you get a book read during the rain, son?
I've read 2 books that day.
Good job. We had a little bit of a friendly challenge going at the beginning of the rain, and my own man more than exceeded that, but more importantly, he taught me a lot. I couldn't be prouder of you, and Grace, thank you for the time you spent teaching him.
You have my leave to depart, and I hope that when you serve on a guard in the future, you do so, and I'm sure you will do so as well as you have served me. Thank you very, very much.
Long live the Princess of the Mist.
Long live the Princess of the Mist!
Princess Latitia now calls before her champion, Leon von Schrecken.
Your Excellency, you have been a wonderful champion, and you have served me, and you have been with me, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. But now comes a time when I must release you from your fealty and from your office, and it saddens
No. But I'm wondering, is your 18-year-old, is he still around?
He's still around, yes.
When he's done, you let me know and I will replace him.
Okay. I need that back, I'm sorry.
Long live Latitia!
Long live Latitia!
Their Highnesses now call before them the court.